What's up, athletes, and welcome to Mr. Jack. This is an itch.io game I've had for a while now, but I never got around to playing it, so let's just hit new game.
London, the grandest jewel of the Imperial Crown. The heart of the greatest empire the world has ever known.
Alright.
A city of wealth, light, culture, and progress. Or so we like to believe.
Fair enough.
Yet we must never forget that beneath this gilded facade of respectability lies a festering, blackened heart. Whitechapel.
Alright.
A crucible of poverty, filth, darkness, and hunger. From the shadows of this corrupted womb, an unspeakable evil has emerged.
I doubt that.
An evil so cursed, so malevolent, it cannot be of human origin, but surely a demon from hell, summoned to wreak vengeance upon the souls of the living.
Okay.
This is the tale of how I came to know Mr. Jack.
Oh, so is this about Jack the Ripper? This is Jack the Ripper. Okay, cool. This drive's left open.
Nothing out of the ordinary in the East End. Murders and manslaughters happen from time to time. But when I read about the death of Mary Nichols, I knew something entirely different was at play.
Alright.
Abdomen had been ripped apart and the bowels were protruding. The abdominal wall, the whole length of the body, had been cut open.
Dr. Llewellyn told me that she was ripped open just as you see a dead calf at the butcher's.
Ugh.
By Jove! Who could do such a thing to another human being?
A monster. The kind Mr. Holmes and I used to hunt.
If he's one of those monsters, he won't stop here. He'll kill again.
Those are exactly Dr. Llewellyn's thoughts.
I'll find him.
Sheila, you could put yourself in grave danger. Ah, if my leg hadn't worsened over these past few years, I'd...
Don't worry, Father. You've taught me everything you know. I've studied all your cases with Mr. Holmes. I'm ready for this.
But a young lass like you, walking alone in Whitechapel at night?
What if I wasn't a lonely lady, but a young gentleman in search of some company?
Saturday, 8th, September 1888. Alright, so it's a point-and-click game. Constable?
Good evening, officer.
Good evening to you, sir. How may I assist you this night?
Am I correct in assuming you're stationed at Bishopsgate Police Station?
You are indeed correct, sir.
That doesn't
All
sound
is
anything
well
like a
around these
man.
parts,
Come
I
on,
trust?
officer. Or, sorry,
As usual,
constable.
sir. It's been a quiet night thus far.
I've heard about the murder of Mary Ann Nichols.
Is that so, sir? From the papers, I presume?
Yes. I read a rather detailed account on the front page of the Star.
I must caution you, sir, that journalists often embellish such stories to stir the public and sell more papers.
That doesn't even
Rest
sound
assured,
British.
there's no cause for alarm. We've made 14 arrests in connection to the case.
Then you believe one of these suspects is surely the culprit?
That's not for me to say, sir, but I'd wager there's a good chance we have the right man amongst them.
Were you present at Bucks Row when the body was discovered?
Apologies, sir, but I'm not at liberty to share details of the investigation with the public.
I heard the body was in a dreadful state, ripped open like a butchered calf.
Fortunately, it was too dark to discern such horror, sir.
Ah, so you were there after all.
A mere slip of the tongue, sir. I must kindly ask that you refrain from further inquiries on the matter.
Goodbye for now, constable.
Goodbye for now.
Constable. I like the name I like the word constable. Flower seller.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. Do you care for some fresh flowers? Only a penny apiece.
Yes.
These are lilies. Quite lovely. Yes, I'll take one, please.
If you're looking for something else, sir, I can take a little break.
Do you mean?
A young, handsome man like you, sir. I'd see you right for only 5 shillings.
No. No, thank you.
I'm wearing a skirt!
Perhaps we can start with introductions. What's your name?
Emily Holland, sir.
I'm Sherlock. A pleasure to meet you. Do you sell flowers here every night?
Not always, sir. I'm just helping a friend who's not here this evening. I do this now and then on the side.
Did you know Mary Nichols?
Polly. She's was a dear friend of mine, sir.
I'm trying to learn more about what happened on the 31st of August.
Still can't believe what happened
10
to her.
belly or
We
10
used to share
bells
a room
rub.
at the lodging house on Frost Street. She was like a sister to me.
I'm so sorry for
What does
your
that
loss.
mean? 10 bells
I
rub.
spoke to her that very night on all. She said she had her lodging money 3 times over that day, but spent it all on drink.
Was that the last time you saw her?
Yeah, we spoke for about 10 minutes and parted ways. I didn't have any money to spare for her. If only she'd come back with me, maybe she'd still be alive.
Don't blame yourself. The fault lies with the monster who killed her. I won't rest until he's behind bars.
Thank you, sir. You're the kindest person I've ever met.
Okay, I should have probably paid more attention to that, but oh well. That's my bad. I'll shut up.
Do you know why she might have been on Bucks Row so late at night?
Well, she was likely looking for clients. She said with her new bonnet she'd have no trouble finding one and getting her DOS money. It was a birthday gift from me and the girls.
It sounds like Polly had other friends who might know something. Who were they?
Well, there's Mary Kelly. I reckon you might find her at the Bell right now. And Annie Chapman. She was supposed to be selling the flowers tonight, but she hadn't shown up yet, so I'm covering for her.
See you later.
Alright, let's talk to you now.
Good evening, driver.
Good evening, sir. How may I be of service to you on this chilly night?
So how long have you been a driver in Whitechapel?
Why, all my life, sir. I've been driving in Whitechapel since I was but a little rascal, sitting next to me poor old father. God rest his soul.
You must have witnessed your fair share of curious events then?
I keeps to myself most of the time, sir. Minding my own business. That's what old Charles does. Like me Bessie, I keep my eyes on the road.
Have you heard of the murder of Mary Nichols?
Blimey. I think I heard that name just recently. Wasn't she the poor lass who got killed a few days ago? Nasty business, that.
Did you know her?
No, sir. I wouldn't know her by sight. Too many of them harlots around these parts. Pardon my language, sir. Would rather spend their earnings on drink than pay for a safe ride in my coach.
This game looks beautiful, by the way.
Mary Nichols was killed on Bucks Row the night of August 31st. Did you drive down that street that night?
Oh, yes, sir. Must have done. The stable yard's just near there, at Essex Wharf.
Do you recall seeing anything out of the ordinary?
If I ain't mistaken, I came across a drunken woman that night. She'd fallen down, dead drunk, sleeping off her liquor, as they do, sir. Well, it's not uncommon, I tell you. Them whores, pardon my language, sir, waste all their money on drink, so they often end up on the cobbles rather than in a proper bed.
Did you check to see if that woman was all right?
She was laid on her back asleep, with her skirt hitched up almost to her belly. I pulled her skirt back down before leaving, well, for decency, sir. And I did inform the first constable I crossed that night. Constable Meazen, I believe.
Farewell. Good evening, officer.
Good evening to you, sir. How may I assist you this night?
Were you called to attend to a drunken woman in Bucks Row on the night of the murder?
I deal with drunks nightly, sir. It's impossible to recall every incident.
Are you Constable Meisen by chance?
Aye, sir, that's me.
I've been informed by a reliable source that you were the one who investigated a drunk woman in Bucks Row on the night of the murder.
She wasn't drunk. She was dead. In the dim lantern light, I couldn't see much. Her face was smeared with blood, and her throat had been cut from ear to ear.
Ugh.
My colleague, Constable Thane, went at once to fetch the local doctor, Dr. Llewellyn.
And you remained with the body. Was there anything found on her that might point to the murderer?
Not much, sir. A comb, a broken piece of mirror, and a white handkerchief were all she had on her. That's all I can tell you, sir. Now, I must insist you leave me be, and kindly forget we ever spoke of these matters.
Goodbye for now.
The constable sounds like he's French, trying to do an English accent. Alright, let's go to the bells. Oh, it's pub. That says rub. You can't see because my face is in the way.
Good evening.
If you're looking for company, I'm not in the mood.
Good evening.
Evening, sir. What'll it
There's
be?
no way this
What's
disguise
your
is
poison?
working inside a pub.
Nothing for now. I just have a few questions, if you don't mind. Busy night.
Aye, it is. On a dreadful night like this, folks come in for a bit of refuge, either to drown their sorrows with a pint or to find some warmth of the humankind, if you catch my drift.
Did you know Mary Ann Nichols?
Aye, that I did. She used to come round here often. She'll be sorely missed.
So you recall if she spoke with anyone the last time you saw her?
She came in looking for one of her girlfriends, though I can't rightly remember which one.
Do you know why Mary Ann went to Bucks Row that night?
I wouldn't know about that. She may have been there looking for clients, perhaps.
So you think she was working then?
Most likely. She wasn't one to waste time when she needed her DOS money.
Do you recall how much Mary Ann drank that night?
Oh, that I do. She's always been... always was... a hard drinker. But that night, she nearly drained me barrels dry. She was dancing, singing, making quite the ruckus.
How did she manage to pay for all those drinks?
One of the patrons gave her money, said it was for her flowers. She sold the whole lot that night.
Do you remember who it was?
Aye, that fella over there, Aaron Kosminski. He's the local butcher. Customer of hers. Not always for flowers, if you take my meaning.
Do you know Mary Kelly?
Aye, she's sitting over there. Been drinking all night, poor lass. She might fancy the company of a young gent like yourself.
Do you know Annie Chapman?
Aye, she's another regular of mine, though I haven't seen her tonight, strangely enough.
What can you tell me about Aaron Kosminski?
The butcher? Nasty bit of work he is. Always in a foul mood. Always looking to start a fight. His poor English doesn't help. But his money's good, and he don't need many words to ask for another pint.
What do you know of Constable Misen?
A solid man. Hard worker, no doubt. But lately, he's been acting a bit queer.
Something happened to him?
It's like he's seen a ghost. Less talkative. Lost in thought more often than not. Something's weighing heavy on him, that's for sure.
Goodbye for now.
Alright, who do we talk to? Let's talk to you first.
Good evening.
Good evening to you too, I suppose.
Enjoying yourself?
Drunk for a penny, dead drunk for 2 pence. I'm working on it.
Hell yeah.
Do you know what happened to Mary Ann Nichols?
Who's that? The Duchess of Marlborough.
Do you know Mary
You're
Kelly?
not gonna get much from him.
Every woman's the same under the sheets, ain't she?
Oh boy.
Do you know Annie Chapman?
When the candle's out, they all look the same, don't they?
Do you know Constable Misen?
That sort of arrested me once for disturbing the public peace. He said, "Bah humbug."
See you later.
Yeah, that guy's not British.
Good evening.
What you want? Peace off.
No need to be harsh. I just want a little chit-chat. Maybe share a drink.
I want to be alone. Don't need company of a fancy Dan like you.
Do you know what happened to Mary Ann Nichols?
None of your business. Peace off.
Okay. The voice acting's not great. I appreciate that it's here. And I'm not gonna, like, go off on it because, you know, I'm not that great a voice actor myself, but I can tell these are forced accents.
Do you know Mary Kelly?
She over there. Go bother her. Leave me in peace.
This is why I try not to do accents when I do voice acting, because I'm not... Okay, I try to do... When I do accents, I do more, like, Americanized accents, like Southern or Midwestern, I guess. Because I can't do, like... I can't do French, I can barely do British. I struggle with Russian, you know, I'm not good with accents that well. And this is why, because whenever something like this happens, it's very noticeable.
Do you know Annie Chapman?
Do you? You know where she is?
Actually, no. I'm looking for her.
Let me know if you find her.
What can you tell me about Constable Misen?
All bobbies look the same.
Were you in Bucks Row on the night of the 31st of August?
None of your business.
Ah, so he probably was.
Is that a daffodil? Where did you get it?
Woman outside selling. Go get one.
She sells lilies, not daffodils.
Whatever. Must be last one.
Farewell. You're Mary Kelly, right? I need to talk with you.
I'll tell you what. Offer me a pint of the best ale here, and I'll talk to you for a while. Deal?
Fair enough.
Alright.
Good evening.
Evening, sir. What'll it be? What's your poison?
A beer.
A pint of your lager, if you please.
That looks like root beer.
This? Are you taking the piss? A gentleman like you could do better than this. I said the best ale, not this cheap swill.
Yeah, Shelley. Bitch.
Good evening.
Evening, sir. What'll it be? What's your poison?
Okay, I guess
Nothing
I don't...
for now. I just have a few questions, if you don't mind. Goodbye for now.
I guess I need to find out what his best drink is.
Good evening.
Good evening to you too, I suppose.
What's the best ale I can get here?
That'd be the dark evergreen. But the mixer guards it like a dragon guards treasure. Won't pour you a pint unless you ask. Mind you, limited supply. The bugger won't let me have more than one mug a night either.
See you later. Good evening.
Evening, sir. What'll it be? What's your poison?
I'll have a pint of your special dark ale, evergreen.
That's not green.
Oh, now this is what I was talking about. Please, have a seat.
This game is gorgeous. What? You serenading for me? Okay.
Is everything all right?
What a question. Nothing is right. Where do I even begin? Why did I leave Limerick? Why did I come to this accursed place? London, a great cesspool into which I was irresistibly drained, with a head full of dreams and an empty purse.
And did you find your fortune here?
Not in the least. Full of admirers, all talk and no action. They promise eternal love, but when I've served their purpose, they cast me back to the streets.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, I believe you truly are. I can tell by your voice, you're different.
Just because I'm a girl.
I'm trying to find out what happened to Mary Ann Nichols.
Why?
Why?
Why do you want to know? Why do you care? I never saw you around here, and Polly never spoke of a friend or client like yourself.
Correct. I don't know her personally. I just can't stand the thought of what happened to her. I can't, in good conscience, carry on with my life knowing that a monster may still be at large, free to roam the streets of my city.
So righteous. So you're doing this to uphold your sense of justice, not to prevent the death of other innocents?
I never said that.
I'm sorry. I'm taking the piss.
Oh, don't be sorry. You're right. My first thought was a selfish one. I'm doing this because I want... No, I need to prove to myself that I can do this.
It's all right, love. We're all selfish here. Survivors. Just trying to get by despite everything and everyone. But if you can fulfill your dream and help others in the process, isn't that a dream worth living for?
Yes, I suppose it is.
Anyway, I wish I could help you, but I don't know much about Polly's death, other than what I've read in the newspapers.
Any idea why Polly was in Bucks Row that night?
I told Polly that Annie was meeting one of her clients down there, a wealthy one. Polly must have gone looking for her.
Any idea who this client might be?
No. Annie kept her lips sealed. He was paying her well for discretion, and she never breathed a word about his name.
Very suspicious.
What can you tell me about Annie?
Poor Annie. She hasn't been well. Weak lungs. Most of what she earns goes toward medicine. We try to look out for each other when we can, but it's no easy thing, love.
From what I've gathered, Polly was trying to return a white handkerchief she borrowed from Annie. The police
Ew.
found it on her after she was killed,
Gross.
so I assume the two never met that night.
That would be wrong. Annie told me she saw her on Box Row. Annie was on her way back from meeting her client when she saw Polly, wearing that new bonnet, walking off with a man. She didn't disturb them and just went home.
That man might be the murderer, or at least a witness. Did Annie say what he looked like?
No, she didn't give me details. You'll have to ask her yourself.
She's not around tonight. Any idea where I could find her?
Try her lodging house, number 35 Dorset Street.
What does she look like?
About 5 feet tall, dark brown hair, large thick nose.
Thank you, Mary. You've been invaluable.
Oh, I guess I don't need to ask any more questions.
Are you acquainted with the butcher?
Had the displeasure, yes. He's one of our best customers, unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Why so?
He beats his wife regularly, and when he tires of her, he comes to us, but not before drinking himself blind. Bruises if you're lucky, broken bones if you're not. We try to avoid him when we can, but when it's cold outside and you've no money for lodging, well, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeesh,
That's
rough
terrible.
life.
Surely the police should be informed.
And what would they do with no proof? He might spend a night in the yard, but then he'd come back for revenge. This
Nope.
is life here. You learn to live with it. It's the lesser of many evils.
Still, something must be done.
You're such a naive lad. You must have led a charmed life to speak like that, never feeling the flames of hell licking at your heels. I envy you. I envy that you can still look at the world's darkness and believe there's light somewhere.
Surely, hope is the last thing to die.
Hope died in me long ago. Sometimes, I think the dead.
the lucky ones. They've found their way out of this hell.
See you
Morbid.
later.
I mean, I get that the police probably wouldn't care, but like, if you got broken bones, that's...
Good evening.
Okay.
Do you think she was drunk that night?
Very likely, sir. She staggered against a wall when she left me. I was surprised she was still walking straight, considering how much she'd had to drink that day.
Polly had a white handkerchief on her when she was found.
Oh yeah, she borrowed that from Annie Chapman. Now I remember, she was looking for Annie that night to return it. She cleaned it up with soap and all.
I met someone who claimed to have bought a daffodil from you this evening.
No, sir, it's impossible. Not tonight. In fact, Annie was meant to bring the daffodils for sale this evening. Only hope she arrives before I run out of lilies.
I have a feeling you're not going to run
See
out
you
of
later.
lilies. Alright. Let's talk to these people, I
Good
guess.
evening, officer.
Good evening to you, sir. How may I assist you this night?
Oh,
Goodbye for now.
nothing to say. Alright, oh, maybe this guy can take me where I need to go.
Good evening, driver.
Good evening, sir. How may I be of service to you on this chilly night?
Farewell.
No, crap.
Good evening, driver.
Good evening, sir. How may I be of service to you on this chilly night?
Number 35 Dorset Street, please. As fast as possible.
Sure thing, sir. Please, get on board. Here we are, sir. Number 35 Dorset Street. Would you like me to wait?
Yes, please. It shouldn't take long.
Daffodils.
Daffodils.
Yes?
Good evening. I'm looking for an Annie Chapman. Is she housed here?
Not anymore. Very bloody boob she owes me. I told her I'm not the damn Salvation Army. If she wants to stay here, she needs to show me the money.
I really need to talk to her. Do you have any idea where she was heading?
She said she's going down to Hanbury Street to see one of her clients. Try and collect me money. If you see her, tell her not to show her face here again until she can afford to.
Hanbury Street, please.
Get on board, sir.
What a G this driver is.
Here we are, sir.
Here you are, sir.
Hi there. I'm looking for a woman. About 5 feet tall. Dark hair. Large nose. Have you seen someone like her?
Well, I saw a couple of people heading into the backyard there a while ago.
How did they look?
Too dark to tell. Not sure. Besides, I mind my own business. And so should you.
Kind of with him. But why are you outside at night in the rain, sitting on your front step? This isn't gonna be fun.
No traces of blood. I doubt this belongs to the killer.
That looks like blood.
An enormous gash, cut from left to right, so broad and so deep as almost to have severed the connection with the body.
That looks like a duck.
The intestines, the viscera and the heart have been removed and carefully arranged on the side. She has been mutilated in a frightful but precise manner. It looks like part of her womb has been removed. A ring is missing from her finger, pulled with force.
This would have been very loud.
A daffodil.
Is that it? I'm guessing that's it.
The fencing is covered in blood, as if it had received a spurt from a severed artery. Judging from the splash of blood, she was already on the ground when he cut her throat.
Maybe I can see it better now that the fog's gone. No, never mind.
I must finish my investigation. I would not get another chance.
Oh. Alright then, never mind. What else am I missing?
She has been partially strangulated. No doubt to make her unconscious while her dissection was performed. The killer was strong. He overpowered her with his bare hands. Then he used something like a small narrow knife, or possibly an implement such as one used by a slaughterman, of about 6 to 8 inches in length. He may have lost the daffodil, and he may still have Annie's rings on him. Everything points to that butcher, Aaron. I must find him, quickly.
I feel like he's not going to be the killer, and it's going to be someone else, but I could be wrong.
Oi, you! Please go and find a constable. A woman was murdered.
What? By Jove.
You said you saw a couple of people go into the backyard. Did one of them leave?
Yes. One left alone. Went that way.
Did you notice anything at all? Please, you must have seen something.
You can't see.
He was wearing a leather apron. You know, like a bootmaker.
Or a butcher.
Do I have to go to the dark alley? I guess I do. Here we go. This isn't good. Oh, great. There's a child down here. What's that? Daffodil. Oh, I can't interact with that? Really? Oh. Oops, I accidentally clicked out of the game. Okay. I think I get it. Follow the things on the ground. Oh, there's a note or something up there. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's just a brick. Never mind. Just kidding. This isn't good. Don't go in there.
Following me around, eh? Think you're clever, do you? I'll teach you a lesson, I will. I'll cut you open like a pig.
Oh. Murdered? Search the environment for objects that you can use to fight off Jack. Alright, I'll try again. No, I don't want to be here.
Following me around, eh? I'll teach you a lesson, I will. I'll cut.
There we go. Look. Oh. I see. This is like a quick time event then. Okay.
Following me around, eh? I'll teach you a lesson.
Hook. What next? Can't run! What do I hit next?
Following me around, eh? I'll teach you a lesson.
There we go. A bottle? No. What else? What? I don't have enough time. I don't know what I can and can't interact with. I've clicked that bottle before. It worked one time.
Following me around, eh? I'll teach you a lesson, I will.
Meat? I hit the meat! Come on!
Following me around, eh? I'll teach you a lesson, I will.
That night, I thought I'd done it. I thought I'd put an end to the monster. The leather apron killer wouldn't have laid his hands on another woman again. I believed it was over. But I was mistaken. This wasn't the end of the story. It was only the beginning.
Blood in the streets, then it's wiped off clean.
Alright, it wasn't bad. That last final boss fight was kind of annoying. My clicks didn't seem to do anything half the time, but, I mean, it was alright. It looked beautiful. The voice acting, well, it was a little hit or miss. I appreciate that they went through the effort to get as many voice actors as they did for it. And like I said, this game looked beautiful, so if it's got one thing going for it, it's a good-looking game. But that was Mr. Jack. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.